Still radio silent?
Are they doing the intro?
I don't think they're doing the intro and they're syncing into the whole platform. We're going live now.
There we are. Welcome everybody back to the B&H virtual event space. Today we are getting creative with the Genaray PX LED tube light ecosystem. And for that, I'd like to welcome Hector Martinez. Hector, how's it going, man?
Dude, it's going great. Pleasure to be here. Thank you so much. Huge fan of yours. Stay tuned to your channel all the time. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Thank you. Well, look, we're glad that you're joining us. You look like you got the whole setup there. You're ready to go. You look good. You sound great. I'm ready
I would have to say the atmosphere is a bit rough around the edges, but like I said, we intend to get some work done in this room. So this is a real working environment that we're in right now.
That's it. And oh, look at that. You guys got the switcher. You guys showing me up on my own show. I love it. I love it. But look, that's how most people's workspaces, their studios, their apartments, that's what they look like. And we use it to create. So we're going to let you handle the magic. I'm going to sit back here. I'm going to be a viewer on this one. I'm going to be learning along with you guys. If you guys do have any questions, feel free to get them in, and Hector will do his best to get them answered. But Hector, your show, take it away. I'll see you in a bit for some Q&A.
Sweet. Well, first things first, I'd like to apologize. I'm a bit under the weather right now, but we're going to push through this great training today. And it's a pleasure to meet everyone. My name's Hector. I'm your trainer here at the Gratis Group. And today I'm pleased to be talking about the new Genaray PX4 RGB LED tube and the PX ecosystem. If you just so happen to be in the tri-state area or in the heart of the city, you definitely want to come on down to B&H and see something that's never been done before. We were crazy enough to build a full-blown Genaray LED tunnel inside of B&H that will be up and running for a limited time. Come on down, take a couple of happy snaps, come on down, take a couple of selfies. Hey, don't go to 42nd Street, Rockefeller Center. Come on down to B&H. We have a LED tunnel inside the store. That being said, the PX ecosystem is made for demanding creatives in spaces such as photo, video, and film. The RGB offers some demanding features, such as output levels exceeding 600 lux at 3 feet, color temperatures ranging from 2800 Kelvin to 8000 Kelvin, a full-blown 360 RGB spectrum, several ways of controlling the unit, maybe local onboard, DMX, connectivity, or Bluetooth. CRI levels are in the high 90s. You have 10 lighting effects, 7 pixel effects, and a lithium-ion integrated rechargeable battery, and the units can also be driven AC. We're going to start off with some of the standard effects and some of the pixel modes. Starting with the standard effects, we have your color chase. You have lightning. There's the cop car. Sorry about that. I'm in New York. It's a force of habit. You got the paparazzi. There's the strobe, the fireworks, pulsing, explosion, and television. Now, some for our pixel modes, there's the rainbow. There's color transition. There's the color cycle. So these are just some of the standard pixel effects and some of the standard effects that we have to offer. But the tubes from Genaray deliver a wide palette of color option modes, customizable settings for the creative. You can customize the light in certain specific lighting needs to create that dazzling lighting or cinematic look that you're looking for. The tubes also feature independently controlled pixels that benefit from 7 pixel effects. This is to enhance our different type of looks. The lithium-ion integrated battery lasts about 1 hour and 30 minutes at a full-blown 1-to-1 ratio. This gives us an option to jimmy rig these tubes in little nooks, crannies, hide them where you want. The magic is in your hand. The whole object of creating these tubes is so that we can leave them in all different type of discrete locations without them being visible to the naked eye. The pixel lights also provide a wide range of colors and lights. This allows us to enhance different type of color temperatures ranging from 2800 to 8000 Kelvin. You can choose from the full-blown 360 color spectrum, and you can choose from multiple simulated different type of gels and Roscoe filters on the market. You can adjust the intensity just from your mobile device, and the color quality is accurate and demanding for different type of shooting environments. Excuse me. As far as grouping and controls, there's several ways. Like I said, there's Bluetooth. You can wirelessly control the units now from our new Genaray RGB series app from any mobile device. You can control up to 99 fixtures from just one single mobile device. Creating up to 99 groups is not an issue now. We can control 99 tubes. That's 99 tubes all from our fingertips. There's no longer a need to walk over to each individual fixture making these adjustments. This is the type of demand that's required in higher end productions. Not everyone has the time to get a 12 6-foot ladder, go up on a rig and manipulate. So in this situation, we can just simply be within that one ecosystem and control the whole environment from our fingertips. Okay, so let's touch base on DMX. You can set up to a 512 DMX channel to control the lights and settings from any DMX console. The units can also be controlled in a single configuration, or you can daisy chain up to 99 lights in one ecosystem. As far as mounting options go, there's several mounting options that you can use. Each unit's already come with an integrated Q20 socket. There's plastic clips on the market. You can even use different type of yoke systems. But my personal favorite tool to use, you can never go wrong with the Impact T12 system. Thanks to Impact for making a great product. This allows me to jimmy rig these tubes anywhere I want. So for example, I actually have an impact roller with a lateral 40-inch arm rigged with one of our T12 systems. This allows me to articulate the light in any direction that I like. I can raise it, I can lower it, I can put it out of sight. Roll that over, AKA also called the lazy boy, when you don't want to move things around. So roughly, you got some wheels. We're actually gonna switch things up, make things a little bit exciting, and we're actually gonna see what type of quality the tubes can push. So I got my boy Scooter on set today because I figured we'd try to wheel and deal, make things a little bit more interesting. And, you know, let's cut the chat down, let's cook, and let's see what type of images we can push up. Caleb, if you don't mind joining us on set. Good friend of mine, Scooter.
Nice to meet everyone here.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
So, Caleb, if anyone's looking for a good, reliable model in New York City, where can someone find you?
Oh, you can definitely find me on Instagram at Caleb_Scooter_Smith. I would love to work with everyone and get these ideas that we have in our heads out into the public. I love to work with other photographers and just get off a lot of different projects and ideas. You know, just bring everything to life.
Okay, keep in mind that with the Genaray LED tunnel that we'll have up for a limited time only, Caleb actually comes with the package. So Caleb's actually going to be our male model in the tube. So if you're willing to, if you're looking to build your book, if you're looking to get a couple of happy snaps in, if you're looking to get a couple of good images, quality images with Caleb, come on down to B&H. All you really need is a mid-range lens, let's just say a 24-70 and a camera. The tunnel and Caleb will be waiting for you. And the best part of it is, it's what costs nothing. What's in the middle of a donut is what it's gonna cost to capture Caleb, nothing. So what we're gonna do right now is we're actually just gonna start a quick tethering session. I'm gonna turn on a kicker. Want to put some rim light on Caleb, make sure he looks right. I'm happy right there. Let's close that down. All right, we're gonna start a quick little capturing session, fire in a hole, quick little happy snap. All right, we got Fee and Caleb, let's get to it. I'll look there. Give me that hand gesture. I was feeling that. Okay, so just to discuss our setup real quick and just to let people know what's going on right now, we obviously have our model in place, right? I'm actually using, and as far as the PX ecosystem, it consists of several different tubes, right? We have our 12-inch, which we like to call the foot long. I know all of a sudden everyone's hungry for Subway, but we're not talking about that foot long. There's the 2-footer, which I just so happen to be using as a rim light to create that nice catch light or hair light per se. And then we're using our 4-footers as kickers. If you're wondering about the paper, tip of the day, call it what you want. If you're trying to keep operation costs down in a working environment, what we highly suggest is tapping into investing in studio grade, thunder gray or fashion gray paper. From that point on, what we can do is we can create different type of looks. What we're doing is we're mimicking and simulating what different type of pigmentations would look in the background. So let's just say, let's go with like a really crazy color, like a hot pink or something like that. And let's turn that gray into pink. Oh, I like that one. Oh. All of a sudden, what we've done is we've turned that fashion gray and we've accessed the full 360 color spectrum that the tubes have to offer. So stop and think about that for a second. You can have 360 different rolls of paper sitting in the corner. I know we've all been there. Or what we could do is we can cut operation costs down by mimicking and simulating what these different type of pigmentation papers would look like. How about we do a clean headshot? So what I'm gonna do right now is we're gonna make everything daylight balance, which we discussed. We were talking about having color temperatures ranging from 2,800 all the way to 8,000 Kelvin. Right now, we're tapping into 5,000 Kelvin. So let's tap into 5,000 Kelvin and let's just create a clean picture. So right now, what we've done is we're utilizing the fashion gray, creating that nice, clean corporate headshot, LinkedIn, social page. I'll let you decide where it wants to go. But obviously here at Genaray, we create different tools for different jobs. So let's just say we were shooting something a lot smaller. What would we do? Obviously, I wouldn't utilize a 4-foot tubes. I wouldn't utilize 2-foot tubes. So let's switch things up and have some fun. Caleb's gonna give me a hand by moving some things out the way. So we're gonna move this stuff out the way. Bear with us. We're gonna roll some stuff into place. Sorry, the space is only so big. Cool. We're gonna shut off the house lights just in a second. But just to show you folks at home what we can do when it comes to our smaller scale objects. Right now, what I just so happen to be utilizing are foot longs. I'm gonna tap into that full blown HSI and mimic and create an atmosphere or a mood or a cinematic look. Call it what you want. There goes my first two. Kind of cheap. Hide that in there. Second two. Now let's tap into some fire. Utilizing one of the standard effects, I'm going to tap into the fire mode. Let's do that. All right, we're going to kill the backlights. Oh. I just want to add a little. Actually, we might need the house lights for a second, guys. House lights, please. Cut the house lights. Right now, what I just so happen to be doing, I'm gonna switch up from a mid-range lens and we're gonna go into a bit of a macro mode. And we're gonna try to create a little miniature scale scene, have some fun. Actually, you know what? There is. So what we're doing right now is we're utilizing some water to dress up our set. Hopefully our hero's not too busy to save the day. All right, first capture's coming in. And there goes Batman rushing to be in there to get to the LED tunnel from Genaray. House lights. Just to answer a couple of any voids, if anyone's wondering what comes enclosed with the purchase of a Genaray LED tube, there's several things that come enclosed. Obviously, you get the tube itself, you get the multi-voltage AC adapter, there's the kickstand and the travel case. We're gonna be sticking around for about 10 to 15 minutes, answering some more detailed Q&A. So if anyone has any questions or concerns, feel free to punch in. Derek, on your end, if you have any questions, feel free, and let's get the questions going so we can maybe answer a couple of questions live.
Yes. Let's open it up. There, my video's back. First of all, great demonstration, great model. You guys have the nice little setup there. How many, is it just those two lights there? What are you guys using in there, Hector? It's just those two tubes back there, or?
That's it, man. Most of the magic's hidden. So the whole ecosystem itself, and I'll be happy to show everyone. So obviously, there's our football, or our 12-inch. Then we have our 2-footer. And then we have the big boys, the 4-footers. The 4-footers, I just so happen to have Jimmy rigged on an impact turtle based system. What I'm doing is I'm stacking the T12 adapters to support each 4-footer. From this point on, I can articulate, I can move them. I can even attach the T12s to a 40-inch lateral arm, allowing this to raise up and above, articulate and move in any direction. But for the full system, this is what it is. Foot long, 4-footer, 2-footer.
Okay, so were you using those 2-footers flanking the model on the side to get that key light coming from both sides? So that's how you're getting like the cheekbones and.
No, believe it or not, how the flares and the catch light was being. The 4-footers are so strong. Safely, we're saying about around 600 lux, but we're really convinced that they're pushing a lot more. When I'm telling you these things kick, they kick. Those 4-footers hit the studio gray paper and managed to bounce off of Caleb, giving him those specular highlights or those color characteristics.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
With the 2-footer, we were able to use it as a hair light just to give him a bit of a rim on that nice hat that he has.
And what's the power? Is the power the same on the 2-footers as the 4-footers? Are they not giving as much kick?
They're not giving as much kick.
Okay.
They're a little bit lower. We can get more into detail about each individual tube, but as far as the specs that I were referring to, the specs were mostly based off of our new 4-foot. I just wanted to showcase the whole entire ecosystem because 4 feet might be too much, 2 feet might be too much, but then there's a foot long. So what we're trying to get the message across is that we have all these different type of tools for different jobs.
Yeah, and I think that's the great thing is that you don't normally we don't associate when you see like a tube LED light, you don't associate it with that power. When you guys cranked it up, it's like, wow, that got really bright. Even though I'm not there and I can't see the setting, you can tell it's giving off a big kick. But a lot of people do associate LED lights as smaller lights that you're kind of placing. You're using more lights to build out a lighting setup rather than using that one overpowering light. So that there it is. I like how you can show that there's the need for not just the big powerful key light, but you also do need your accent lights.
Yeah, even when it comes down to like mimicking or simulating different type of gels, may it be like Roscoe's or Lee's. Let me just show you something real quick. Kill the house lights, Alex. Nope. Josh, let's tap into some of the different type of mimic gels that we have to offer. I mean, dude, it's like Baskin Robbins in here, 31 flavors. Go crazy.
And that's all just through the app, right?
This is all through the app, but this is the beauty about it. Not only can you drive up to 99 tubes, but you can also run the units DMX 512 in a single or daisy chain configuration. We're talking for like higher end productions. You need to run a light 100 feet, 200 feet. We're going from miniature DMX to full blown, and any DMX console can drive these units. But right now, we just have our assistants on set with the mobile device, may that be iOS or Android, and you can drive the units.
And Hector, what's the, as far as power options, what are we looking at as far as powering the lights?
Close to nothing. We thought ahead, so we wanted to make the tubes so friendly that not only can they be used here in the States, but they can be used overseas as well. So they're dual voltage. So whether if you're running a 110, 220 system, the units will adapt. You can even run a barrel connection to D-tap if you really need to hide it and give it running. But out of the box, fully charged, at a 1-to-1 full output, each tube's gonna give you about an hour and 30 minutes.
Perfect, because our streams are only an hour, and I'm selfishly asking all these questions for myself so I can further upgrade my living room. So, hey, you guys out there, if you guys have any questions out there, feel free to get them in. Otherwise, I'm just going to take this time and I'm going to ask my own questions, because I think this is the direction where we're going for the future. I love the tube lights. The great part about tube lights that, you know, a lot of people are using them on camera for video applications as well, and they just have such a nice look.
With these things, considering the fact, the size, the type of output, yeah, it's something that us creatives have been looking for. I mean, the days of just saying, oh, this is just meant for photo, oh, this is just meant for film. Consider this thing an open source. I mean, if you're creative enough, you're gonna find an application to apply this to. And that's what makes them. The units are extremely durable. Obviously, they can't be submerged underwater, but they can handle some rain. But like any other electronics, it's not something you want to submerge underwater. I don't think that will work out too well.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
If you're out there in a light drizzle or stuff like that, I mean, you can find me sometimes in the heart of the city with a 2-footer in my backpack, and I'm just pulling it out. That it's just too flexible.
Is that giving you a decent enough kick for? I mean, probably not broad daylight, right? But most, if you had like an overcast day, is that going to give you a decent amount of kick with a little bit of distance?
I like the question. As far as overpowering the sun, that is not going to happen. On a nice overcast day, for any street and field photographer, or let's just say for any environmental any person who's taking environmental portraits, used in the right hands, yes, this is an aggressive tool to have. Like I said, you can find me in the streets of New York, maybe 1 or 2 in my backpack, keep it light and tight. The days of carrying this over cumbersome, over payloaded equipment is no longer an issue now. Thank God that technology is at our fingertips and it progresses so quickly, and our product developers are constantly going at it to just make bigger and better products here at Genaray.
Yeah, and I'm still over here clipping filters onto strobes, and it's just cumbersome, like you said. And I think it's just easier if I can, from my phone, change the setup rather than, okay, well, I don't like this, or this is given a look that I don't think I wanted. Now I got to take off
Just
the gel, and I got to clip on the other gel.
The home page to our app, you can literally, like I said, you go to the iOS store, you'll find the app. You can go to the Google Play Store, you'll find the app. But just to give you a quick look of what it looks like, the camera.
So it's it's a little out of focus, but simple.
Yeah, let's go to this.
Simple setup there. And what if you could just read us on those icons there, what are we looking at on screen there?
So the minute that you get to our home page, You have full access and control. That's dimmer. That's ranging from your color temperatures ranging anywhere from 28 to 8,000 Kelvin. You have your color picker. Josh, let's tap into the HSI and just go crazy with the color picker. We're talking about tapping into each individual hue. That full 360 spectrum is right at your fingertips. You have HSI, you have the mimicked and simulated Lee and Roscoe gels. You have different standard effects that we discussed. You have the pixel effects. And then obviously the about page, letting you know what version you're up to, because obviously you always want to be on the latest and greatest version of the application.
I think I like the color, the range in the colors, because I know my LEDs and a lot of LEDs out there, you're severely limited in your RGB, where it's like you want that in between color, but it's like it goes from blue to purple. And I don't get, it's like, well, no, I wanted just a little something in between, and you can't really get that.
The only thing that we're missing at this point is, and like I said, it could happen at any given moment. Who knows? But there might even be an RGBW coming at some point. Who knows? Throwing some warm tones in there, mix things up a little bit.
I'm not going to push. I'm not going to ask any follow-up questions on that. We're just going to leave it right there.
We're just going to leave it
We'll
right
see.
there and see where things take us. But
See where the future goes.
At Genaray, we're always pushing. Like I said, if you just so happen to be in the neck of the area, you definitely want to come on down, check out the Genaray LED tunnel. Ask detailed questions. B&H has some of the most highly knowledgeable specialists on the market. They can answer all your questions. If you're looking for that deal of the day, you'll find it at B&H. And it gives our audience an opportunity to actually touch and feel the tubes in their hands and, make their own opinion.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there really is no substitute for getting your hands on the product and seeing how it's going to function before you buy it online, get it home, find out it's not what you want, and it's just a hassle. So
that's the beauty about B&H, though. There is no hassle. B&H, if there's one thing that I have to commend them on, is their non-hassle return policy. B&H, I've noticed that it's all about building relations with their customers. No questions asked. If it didn't, is it broken? No, they'll take it back. Oh, it didn't fit for the application or the production that I was working on. Non-hassle free. They're all about building lifetime customers, and let's be realistic. I've been giving B&H my money since middle school, and to this day, I'm probably still giving.
You're still giving them money. Yeah, it doesn't change. Even when even me, it's like you become a B&H employee, they still got me. I'm still a customer.
Yeah, you still got me one way or the other.
You never get away from it. Well, look, Hector, this was great. It was a great demo. I'm gonna second what you said about inviting people down to the store, because you guys do have the Genaray tunnel, the light tunnel going on down there. Now, how long is that going to be in the store?
Right now, the Genaray LED tunnel, there has been discussion. We're talking about a week. Depending on how busy the traffic gets, how much people are filling the tunnel, it's to be discussed. But as of now, starting today at around 4 o'clock, 4:30 Eastern time, if you just so happen to be in Midtown Manhattan, come on down, hang out with my man Scooter, take a couple of happy snaps, get a feel of the tubes, get to know their environment, and if you're looking for free information, B&H is where it's at to be found.
There it is. Well, Hector, I want to thank you, the rest of the Genaray team, Scooter for modeling. And as Hector said, get down to the B&H store, ask your questions. If you guys haven't checked out a tube ecosystem, LED tubes are, like I said, they're the future. They're super versatile. You can use them off camera, on camera, key lights, accent lights, whatever you need. They're going to take care of it. And this system here looks wonderful. I'm glad we got a great introduction from you on this system, Hector. And look, we look to have you guys back, and we'll keep our eyes peeled for any future updates to the system. So huge thank you to you, Hector. Genaray, thank you
No,
guys for
Hugh,
hosting.
thank you so much. Thank you for having us. Thank you BNH for always putting on great event spaces. And until next time, enjoy your day. Keep shooting. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
There you go, everybody. He said it best. We'll see you guys next time on the B&H virtual event space. That's all we got for you. Have a wonderful day.
Take care, everyone.